What is happening, y'all? How's everybody doing this fine Thursday? Oh man, we love Thursdays because that's the end of the work week. Let me just get the combined chat up here. So we're gonna be aiming to finish Revelations today. I think we can knock it out. I mean, we're 3-4 on the master key. I think we're pretty close to bringing that to a close. Besides that, might end up doing another stream later tonight. Just kind of depends on just the schedule. The kids are going to the pool in like 2 hours, so I might go down there and join them for a bit, depending on when this wraps. And then wanted to get done a video discussing modded Night Rain because I've had a lot of people asking me. Games on deck for review. There's a ton of shit going on. There's a ton of stuff going on, but for now at least, it's Doom. It's Doom. Continuing where we wrapped up. Critical moment and the final mission awaits. Once you speak to the architect, unable to come back to purgatory until the final mission is completed, will return. Well, let's look for some goodies then. I didn't think I was that close to the end. Damn. I'm at 6 of 7 secrets and 2. Well, but or maybe it makes sense to just continue because then I would unlock the purple gates. What do y'all think? Do we? Oh god, I didn't even notice that. Down there. Could we push through to get the purple gates? Astral boss key? What the hell's an astral boss key? Master arena is locked. Defeat the astral boss. I don't know what that is. What the hell's an astral boss? Pushing through. Yeah, it's kind of what I'm thinking, just because there's all those little side areas that I haven't gotten to. The one consideration here, I would like to. There's some unlocks I'd want. Is there more platinum and stuff I'll find in the upcoming section, or should I go back to try and get the platinum that I've missed? Let me go to let me go up here real fast and see. So in terms of like stuff I don't have yet, so here I'm mostly good. I kind of want to get this first. But that's one, that would be what, 325? I don't know if I can, there's not enough here. It would be in the other maps. Can I like even warp to the other places I've been? Is that a thing? Get the purple key after you beat the main story. Return to previous areas and explore the new areas of the purple key. Okay, let's just go story then. Let's just go story then. I use my chest piece. Make a new thing. He's fusing them. Into a power gem. And a Viking beer back? No, that thing was annoying, dude. Used to, like, it would get up on my face when I was sleeping, and you gotta fucking constantly wash it and condition it. And
the soul realized through pain. This suit, now your key.
the big beard thing was fun for a bit, but yeah, it's too much of a pain in the ass. The amount of maintenance you got to do, especially like now that I'm way heavier with the gym and whatnot. Like just thinking about how fucking sweaty that shit would be. Looking back, it was more of a like, I'm fun, I had it big for one point. But yeah, no real interest going back to the giant Viking beard. The lies of the con maker must be exposed. I still wanted to go to hell and fuck up those dudes that sent me to purgatory. I mean, I agree they need to get messed up here as well, but... Yeah, you better let me through, bitches. I like how they just see me coming and they're like, oh fuck, he's back. Move out of the way. Yeah, notify the Khan that they're about to get their ass beat 6 ways to Sunday. Let them know what's about to happen. Thought and plans for Way of the Sword. There's 8 endings depending on when you complete the game. I don't know. I'll figure it out when I get there. No point worrying about something that's 2 months away. We got to get through August 1st. 3 months, technically. It's like, I got your daddy's axe. This bitch killed him.
Vera.
All squads, execute Plan Ash.
Everyone out! Now!
This bitch is like, what is Plan Ash? Oh my god, this was all this bullshit.
Trying to escape to the courtyard.
Plan Ash. Ooh. We read through these too. Oh, no, go back. Go back. Go to the thing. Go to the thing. Give me the lore. Give me the lore. Give me the lore. Thera, records confirm the King's final transmission reported progress in locating the Slayer. No communication followed. Recovery efforts yielded fragmented data sources, incomplete routing signatures. Inspected the relay chambers personally. Evidence of manual deletion was found across multiple stations. Merrick's access logs have been altered. Men are willing and in position. 3 houses where the Plan Ash awaits your command. Father, they continue to tell me that you are only delayed, that the frontier remains cut off, and that no ship has passed beyond the divide. The Slayer has not yet returned. Yet Valen urges me to act. The others wait for my order and will carry us beyond the old world forever. Plan Ash. I walk the lower halls now and hear the foundries burning through the night, weapons fused with dark energy. Desperate things built by desperate people. You once told me that fear spreads fastest in silence. Or I will give the command. There is wisdom left for me in this world. That find me before the fires do. And if you stand before the veil now, watching as our ancestors once watched over you, and forgive me for what I am about to do. Sentinel Codices, Security Clearance C5, Commander Valen. From the moment this order is spoken, every maker is considered an enemy. Commander Thera shall stand as Supreme Martial Executioner, and I as her second. Her will is carried as King Novik's law. Fangs 1 through 8, Royal Guard Vanguard, report to Thera and muster at Sentinel Barracks as defense. Fangs 9 through 13, Engineering Corps Medics, report to me and assemble at South Airdock Bay for evacuation. Defensive units will seize the open air markets and Church District. Expect pro-maker resistance among the crowded streets. Draw loyalists away from evacuation zones and transport lanes, kept call sign protocols, hit the rat's guide. So yeah, basically like fuck the makers. This is the we're killing the makers. Man.
This facility is under attack. Please vacate the area.
Where is asshole at? No, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. Fuck these things. You know, Libya? Are you talking like the country? Yeah. I know where Libya is. Oh, god damn it. I fucking hate Arkfield so much, bro. What is going to be the best way to... I got caught in the ring that time. Ultra violence. Come here, you little bitch! That's what you fucking get. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, the Doom games are excellent if you have never played them. The reboot in particular, like Doom 2016 and then Eternal and then now, all of them pretty solid. I like this the most just because there's like a bigger emphasis on the shield play and the parrying, and then of course we get the spear with that being a parry in the DLC. Doom 1, or I should say 2016 and Eternal are a lot more movement. Like the expectation is that, you know, you're constantly moving to evade stuff and you just don't stop killing. This one still has that vibe, but it's also a little bit different because we have the access to the melee. Dagger.
Please vacate the area.
How many times are they gonna remaster? I mean, I don't think there's been like an excessive amount, you know. A big thing is maybe I am of the minority here, but I feel like when we have seen significant jumps in technology, like looking at looking at the shift from like the original Resident Evil games to where they're at now, that's pretty significant. I mean, I suppose you could make the argument of just make new stuff, which Capcom is doing that with Onimusha. You know, Onimusha is very much, much older, back when the cameras were janky and whatnot, and they are bringing it more into, a modern stage with the new Onimusha game that's coming out. And you could argue, oh, well, they should just do that with Resident Evil. but at the same time, I feel like the stories of Resident Evil is a huge part of what makes them what they are. You know, whereas with, you know, taking a look at Onimusha, like, from what I remember of Onimusha, at least, you know, almost every story was like, it was pretty straightforward. Basically, you know, stop the demons. Demons are doing shit. Stop the demons. Very, very kind of like straightforward on the nose, you know. Whereas with Resident Evil, I mean, there's entire channels dedicated to just covering the lore of Resident Evil. So I think them taking the remake approach for the Resident Evil games, I think that's okay. I think that kind of, like, it makes sense here. And even then, I think another thing is they are continuing. You know, yes, they're remaking, but at the same time, you know, we got Resident Evil 7. We got 8 with the Village. We got 9, which just came out. So, you know, as long as they're making new ones, if they also want to remaster the old ones to bring those up to the same level of quality that the newer titles are, I think that's fine, you know, because you got to remember, man, there's a whole new generation of gamers and people that are getting into these games that didn't play those originals. And so seeing these stories come to life with better graphics and better visuals and updated gameplay and everything else, I think that's cool personally. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs! Give me your heart. Yeah, I would agree with that, Mark. I don't think the current remakes need remakes, but I also think there's a bit of industry confusion between like remake and remaster. Personally, I think it's pretty clear. You know, I look at Black Flag Resynced. To me, that's a remake. Final Fantasy VII. That's a remake. You know, Last of Us, it's a fucking remaster. It's a remaster. Like, if the only thing that your next version of the game is doing is basically updating the graphics and making it a little bit smoother, it's a remaster. The Kingdoms of Amalur, shit was a remaster. You know, when I think remake, I think, you know, the graphics are overhauled, the multiplayer is brought back, it is recreated for a newer generation. And I think there are a couple that kind of dance the boundary line, like looking at Demon Souls. You know, Demon Souls, you could argue that the PS5 version of Demon Souls is basically a glorified remaster when it is just the updated graphics and everything else. But at the same time, I think the multiplayer coming to life again, you know, I don't know, that one's a little trickier, because like when you look at how dated the old one was, they also added in, I mean, they added in what, omnidirectional rolling and whatnot. There was a couple things. Like pulling up a list, new weapons, new shields, new rings, new armors, crystal lizards don't disappear anymore, drop stones modified, Nexus lets you change appearance, photo mode pause, heals have weight. You know, there's a list of fucking changes that they did for that. Interested in a Dark Souls remake? I don't know. Honestly, I think what I would like more than a Dark Souls remake, because we have Dark Souls 2 and Scholar of the First Sin, and we have Dark Souls 3. I would be interested in a like Dark Souls trilogy definitive edition. Something that takes Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3, pulls them all together, updates all of them, rebrings, like changes, like, you know, Dark Souls 2, it's going to remove soul memory. Dark Souls 1, it's going to clean up movement. I think something like that could be cool. But like strictly Dark Souls 1 getting the Demon Souls treatment, I mean, I would play it obviously, but I'm like, I feel like you could do a little more there. Yeah, like, yeah, exactly. Lost Izalith, that would need to get an overhaul. If it's still vanilla Lost Izalith, y'all ain't getting a pass. No, I fell. Fuck. No, I didn't mean to fall. How do I, hopefully it didn't save there. Dark Souls, I don't think Dark Souls 3 really needs a remake, to be honest. It's not that dated. I could see Dark Souls, like Dark Souls 1 is more, Dark Souls 1 could use it more than the other titles. Dark Souls 2 with a couple of the mods is actually pretty nice. The lighting mod and whatnot, all that shit. Yeah, it's really like the speed that we see in like Elden Ring and 3 and Bloodborne. That speed does not exist in 1 or 2. I still don't think we need a Bloodborne remaster. Some people be like, Bluepoint should do a Bloodborne. I don't know if I agree with that, to be honest. No. Fuck, how am I? Okay. This is why I need that upgrade, bro. Bitch. Coming in here making all that racket. Cover Kazan DLC? Oh, we're not getting Kazan DLC, brother. That studio got shuttered. Pretty fucking sad, to be honest. I think Kazan is still. I like people always be like, oh, Liza P is so underrated. No, Liza P was not underrated. Liza P was universally fucking placed. Kazan was underrated. Kazan got completely snubbed at the Game Awards. One of the single best action games I have played in recent memory. It was a fucking just beautiful fusion of mechanics from fucking Sekiro, Neo. Just felt good, dude. Kazan felt so good. The Heron's Call? I've not heard of that one. All right, chat, what's the play here? I need to get into this fucker. I can see there's a thingy up. Oh, here we go. There we go. Here we go. Here we go. This isn't an axe. Ah, I see. Bonk. There we go. Yes, Liza P2. I've heard some, I guess it would be good to say questionable things about Liza P. Damn. But the thing, so they're like, AI is pervasive at this point, in everyday life. I think it is, you know? And when it comes to Gen AI in particular, people are obviously very against Gen AI. I'm in agreement with that. I don't like the idea of AI being used in the same capacity as a creative, you know, like it's a machine. It's not fucking. Why is it writing stories and shit? Because that's just, you get an amalgamation of everything. You're not, when AI is being used, Gen AI at least, you're not getting anything organic. You're not getting a new story in the true sense of the word. You're getting an amalgamation of stories throughout time that have been told, just mix matched into a big potpourri that makes your tummy happy because it has the words you like. At the same time, I think AI can be a useful tool when it's used for research purposes or when it's used for assistive purposes. Like I used AI to track all my fucking supplements. I use it when I'm figuring out like reconstitution rates for the peptide protocols I'm on. I use it when I'm building magic decks to like, you know, pull different ideas for cards and shit that would fit decks well. You know, so there are good uses for AI. But when it comes to gaming, AI is like universally hated, you know? So like personally, the idea of like an AI that like the idea of like imagine a enemy, like imagine Pursuer from fucking Dark Souls 2 Pursuer, but he learns how you killed him and he gets smarter as time goes on. AI being used to accomplish something like that, I'm all about it. That sounds cool as fuck. But people are very, you know, they hear AIs in the game in any capacity and people are like, game bad. Anyway, I kind of fucking went on a long tangent here. The point is, there was like something about AI with Lies of P2. I'm not sure the full capacity of it. I'm not sure if it was, you know, Gen AI or assistive AI or what capacity AI was being used in. But I saw a lot of people yelling something about Lies of P2 and AI, and they're like, ah, shitting all over a game now. And I don't know enough about this argument. Yeah, like using it for Doomguy and Kratos, or stuff like that, I think is good. I'm gonna use it for that. Are you the leader? And you just got fucking wrecked. I mean, I think hating data centers, that's a different thing, because fuck data centers. Like, I get it, you're not going to have AI without data centers, but the current like rules and guidelines surrounding data centers aren't nearly developed enough for this age of AI we're in. There needs to be a whole lot of legislation, very strict legislation on quality control, on pollution requirements, on fucking even on what's the word, utility requirements. Like right now, here's a problem is, let's say like, so I'm close to Nashville, right? They were going to put up a data center here. If the electricity consumption of that data center raises electric, you know, because it's consuming so much, because of that, you know, just the way capitalism works, electricity is suddenly more needed. So now everybody in the vicinity of Nashville is paying 20% more on their electric bills because this AI data center needs electricity and it's being traded the same level of importance as civilians. Stuff like that, that's a hard fucking no. Molotov cocktail that shit, burn it fucking down. I'm sorry. If the AI data center needs to use up all the fucking electricity, it needs to pay a premium rate to get that electricity that does not impact consumers, or they need to build that shit next to a fucking hydroelectric dam and it needs to generate its own electricity. I don't think an easy way to put it would be, if a data center is gonna have a negative impact in any capacity on the populace, it doesn't deserve to exist. If it's going to affect the quality of drinking water, if it's going to affect the prices of electricity, if it's going to interrupt animals in that local habitat, or light pollution or anything, doesn't need to exist. Build them up in fucking space, build them on the moon, build that shit out in the middle of a fucking desert where it doesn't, nobody has to deal with it. I'm okay with that. But yeah, no, if the whole like, we're gonna build the data center right down the street, like, no, fuck that, dude. There's already there's countless fucking reports of data centers going up, and then people in that area are like, yeah, our water doesn't run and it's brown now, or oh yeah, our electric used to be like $100 a month and now it's like $300 a month. Like, that's fucked, dude. That's insanely fucked. That it's just like, we need more data centers, and then people are like, I guess you happen to live near the data center. I guess you get to listen to a loud fucking hum 24/7 and pay triple the electricity and have no functioning water. Fuck that. %of data centers are being built are providing building their own power, usually off grid. Big confusion around this. See, that's fine. If they're off grid, I'm okay with it. But like, we keep seeing, like, for a perfect example, they were trying to build one next to the fucking Nashville Zoo. Dude, the Nashville Zoo, let me pull the exact number. Nashville Zoo supports more than 50 different species through active participation in the species survival plan programs and global conservation initiatives. In total, the zoo houses over 3,000 animals, representing more than 350 species, which approximately a third are managed by professional survival programs, including stuff like clouded leopards, eastern hellbenders, The zoo successfully released 100 zoo-raised salamanders in the Middle Tennessee waterways to bolster local endangered populations. Like, tons of good shit, right? And they were just gonna slap a fucking AI data center right next to the zoo. Like, the noise and light pollution alone, half of those animals probably would have just been like, what the fuck, and just either gone crazy or died or stopped breeding or any number of other fucking things. Like, so shit like that, like, hard no. You don't need to put a fucking data center next to the zoo. Everybody dies. We good? Limit discussion. In Norway, politicians think we have a surplus of power for data centers, but it affects everything. Inflation, ill quality of life, nature, etc. It is not worth it. Question is, who are they? I think corporations happy to build their own data centers whenever, but the government, on the other hand. Well, Canada out here on fire again. I can barely see a quarter mile down the road. Zero of these shitty companies are even profitable enough to warrant this build out. It's going to crash and taking so much with it. There's concern that data center investors have used to launder money. So no net positive was building data centers. Yeah. Recently got back into Space Marine again. What's your favorite chapter? I don't really have one, to be honest. My knowledge of 40K is fairly limited. It's mostly my knowledge of 40K mostly pertains to me Googling stuff that I hear about and being like, that's fucking cool. Because like I don't play, and I've never actually like sat down and like read through the books or anything. But, you know, I play the games, obviously, a couple of the games, and I'm familiar with like who certain characters are. But I don't know like all the chapters or like what each chapter represents or who the chapter heads are or anything like that. Yes, I can now shit on shields. I see a lot more pushback by people versus AI than I do versus gambling companies. Dude, the gambling is fucking everywhere. That shit, dude, sports gambling and Kalshi and all that shit, it is fucking everywhere.
Your father's kingdom is broken, and your cities burn. Hell cannot be defeated, but it can be controlled. And I will be its new master. This world has known only suffering. I offer you this one chance of salvation.
Players like, I'll fuck you up by myself. I don't care
He
who.
would rather destroy this world than share it with his enemies. Then let this primitive realm die with you.
What the fuck is that? Oh, it's that dickhead. Not bad. If I actually just parry. No, I dodged that. Bitch! Oh man, that purple shit got me. No! Oh, I dodged that. I don't think there's enough space here for me to really abuse my round the world strategy. Gotcha. Get that fucking filthy hand off me. Boom, bitch! Look at your ugly head. No! Oh, what the fuck? I got gooped on, bro. I got gooped on. I've not read the smoking cigarettes behind the supermarket thing. I think during this phase I should just rotate. Phase 1, easy. almost had it. Man, boy. Get him. Yeah. Right. Oh, yeah. Chain him down. Yeah. Come here. Bitch. It's die time. I feel no grief. Where's that maker bitch?
The time for politics is over. Reject the Makers and their ways, now and forever. It is by blood we will survive. Now stand behind your courage. Stand behind him. Our war begins now.
That's a pretty fucking cool ending. And obviously we're set up for a full-on fucking war with the Slayer, or with the Makers now. So do you think the Maker thing, will that be the next Doom game? Or do you think we will get it as an additional DLC? What do y'all think? I gotta pee though. This what they saying. Me go pee. Let me know what y'all think. Another DLC or next game? Oh. They're working on a Doom game now, evidently despite the layoffs. Most likely won't see it for quite some time. Would love another Doom game, but if they do another DLC, I wouldn't be mad either. If ending things, then DLC. Well, I'm talking like specifically. So this DLC clearly sets us up as like, hey, we're taking the fucking fight to the makers now. You know, we have gotten them to fuck off. The makers aren't getting involved with the people here anymore. We're gonna go fuck them up. So the question is, this like maker arc, would it be the next Doom game, or would it be a DLC for Dark Ages? I'm trying to remember, how does the story here connect to Eternal? I don't remember how they lead in. Doom the Dark Ages is considered just a prequel to 2016, bridges the gap between Doom 64 and the modern games, exploring how Doomguy evolves from a lone marine to the mythic Doomslayer, while serving alongside Knight Sentinels during the Unholy Crusades. Doom 64 ends with Doomguy intentionally remaining in Hell to continue battling demons. Dark Ages picks up sometime after this, showing you how he was discovered by the alien civilization of Argent Nur. He transitions from a gladiator in the arena to the greatest warrior, earning the title of Doomslayer. Doom 2016 begins long after these events, after the Knight Sentinels are betrayed and defeated. The Slayer is overpowered and sealed in the sarcophagus by the forces of Hell until he's awakened on Mars by the UAC. Okay. That's right, we go to Mars. That's why the suit up scene is so significant. That's how he got the Praetor suit for Doom. That makes sense. Okay, I like it. It's always like, you know, I play so many games that a lot of the time, frankly, the lore just kind of fucking meshes together. Like, anyone get that? Like, I can still remember the lore adamantly for like the Souls games, just because I've put so much fucking time into them. But like most other stuff, like Doom, you know, RPG, like it just all starts to blend together. Anyway, re-enter mission portals and unlock master key areas, new challenges, unlock new levels of power. So then, I'm trying to think based on what we know. So in Doom 2016, Argent Nur is the final world we go to. The Wraith Souls, ancient wraiths, which are being used. The fusion, by the time you arrive, parts of Agent Nur have already been consumed and pulled into Hell. In Doom Eternal, we visit Sentinel Prime. The betrayal backstory. An alliance with the makers led to its downfall. Overgrown remnants. Which is the one where we kill the maker? Is that? Is that Eternal? Doom Eternal Ancient Gods Part 2. Yeah. So Because if that happens all the way in Eternal, I don't feel like it would be a nuke. I feel like there would be like one more DLC probably. And it would be us just going after Maker Khan. Main, path, and end game modes on the auto map screen filter which items appear. You can also adjust the item tracker to show only items. Okay, cool. Current level, purgatory, other levels. I just wanna go like kill stuff. Where should I go? I asked how to fight the second boss of Dark Souls 3. I don't remember that, to be honest with you. But I'm glad you're making progress. Speaking of, someone asked, Connor, he said, what's the top 5 single player games you recommended? I've played Elden Ring, I started Sekiro, but I want other ideas. I mean, the games I like, those are both FromSoft though. So like, are you trying to play FromSoft games? Because there's a lot of games I'd recommend that aren't necessarily FromSoft. Like, that's a big distinction for like what you're looking for. Like Witcher 3 is great, but nothing like FromSoft. And I love Monster Hunter too. Monster Hunter, I fuck with Monster Hunter, but once again, not really a FromSoft type thing. Okay, you are the turny thing, so I want to... Real shit? So top 3 single player experiences. So just for the sake of clarity, some of these games can involve multiplayer, but they're not multiplayer games. Like, you know, Elden Ring involves multiplayer. I don't think anybody thinks of it as like, yo, Elden Ring's my favorite multiplayer game. So I want that. That's an important distinction. So top 5 most enjoyable. The Witcher 3 would have to be up there. Absolutely. The story in Witcher 3 is such an incredible experience. There's really not a lot of games that'll compete with that. So Witcher 3 definitely that secures one slot, no questions asked. Multiplayer is a big aspect of it, but the newer Monster Hunter games, I would recommend both Wilds as well as Worlds. I was a fan of Wilds. A lot of people didn't enjoy Wilds as much, but I think Wilds was great. But just that whole gameplay loop of like hunting and leveling up your gear and getting stronger, and you know, I enjoyed that shit so much. So whether you want to experience Wilds or World and Iceborne, I consider them like bundle, you know, like when I say a game, that includes DLC. So like The Witcher in this context, that's going to include all the Witcher DLCs. Monster Hunter in this context obviously is also going to include you know, Iceborne. But so anyway, one of the newer Monster Hunter games, Wilds has its expansion coming soon, so I just can't send it that way no matter what I do. I liked Wilds. A lot of other people are more partial to World and Iceborne. So personally, I'd say check out Wilds. I think Wilds is, for a newer Monster Hunter player, I think Wilds is a little more approachable, which is nice. So Monster Hunter Wilds and the upcoming expansion. Witcher 3. Single player. You already mentioned Elden Ring and Sekiro, so with those eliminated, if you want more that feels like Sekiro, I would say Kazan. Kazan comes pretty close to like, ooh, this fucking feels good when you're like going through your combos. But the hard thing with Kazan and even Neo, like both Kazan is just Neo 2 with better combat. Both of those games though, if you're not a fan of loot systems, I guess even Monster Hunter as well, you need to have a big appreciation for like min-max and like optimizing gear and shit with all those titles, which is part of why I love them so much. That gameplay loop of and how do I turn off the bigger map? I think I got it all. But that gameplay loop of like, you know, make the gear, I really enjoy that. If you enjoy that, the Neo franchise as well as Kazan would probably be up your alley. Well, the thing, like I said, that's the thing with Neo, is it's just like, if you don't like dealing with loot, Neo is a drastically different experience. You know, I had a fucking blast playing Neo. Obviously, I love Neo. I fucks with Neo big mode. Do I not use these gates? How do I use these gates? Should I go around looking for the blood keys? Where's all the shit I'm missing? It says resources, 4 out of 68. Fast travel. Oh, okay. That's cool. Yeah, because if you don't like item optimization, you ain't gonna have a... you ain't gonna have a good time with Neo. More single player. I'm trying to think. Pros and port. How do I turn these fucking things on? Like, how do I go to the other region? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Looks like it's down below. The reason I haven't started Neo 3 is because of the loot system. I haven't been able to finish Kazan. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'd love the combat in those games is so fucking good, but if you don't like dealing with like making your gear, you're gonna bounce off those games. I will say, I think Monster Hunter is probably immune to that. There's obviously gear and gear chasing is obviously a thing in Monster Hunter, but it's a very, very different vibe than that of like Neo or Kazan, you know, because you're not worried about stacking a bunch of affixes. I think Monster Hunter's armor itemization is closer to like something like God of War, like the newer God of Wars, you know, like, oh yeah, you're gonna get your stuff, figure out your stuff, you know. Assemble the astral boss key. Okay, well, how do I fast travel? So is that thing, is it scanning the map for me? Where is it? Oh, looks like the portals are all active now. This endgame seems pretty beefy. Oh, that's fucking cool. Classic encounter unlocked. What is this? Yo! Bro, it's so weird. Oh man, this is so, it's so like, it's really, this is really weird. Because it, you know, looks like OG Doom, but it obviously, you weren't fucking zipping this fast in OG Doom. At least as a kid, I sure as fuck wasn't. God, I'm so fast. That was fucking cool, dude. That was cool. So dude, when I did the we did a sponsor campaign for this game, and they sent me a bunch of like bullet points to read, and I was like, oh, like classic encounters, the original. I had no idea what they were fucking talking about. I was like, I'm just gonna read the script. Y'all want? I'll just read the script. I'm just here to play Doom and have fun. But I'm like, this is all the shit I was talking about in the sponsor video. I'm like, that's fucking cool. That's funny, man. I see your Invisa ass. Come here. Boom. 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 I see your ass too. Boom. Boom. Oh shit. What the fuck was that? I need some fucking Oh, you bitch. You bitch. You absolute bitch. Did you see that? What dickhead, dude. Oh. That is ridiculous. That dude had the motherfucker had the crossbow lined up. He was like, land, boop. Nope. Damn. Yeah. Goodness, look at you go down. I can hear that like that metallic sound of a relic nearby. Can't quite pin it, but I think there's one up here. Who's doing that? Oh, is it your ass? Sit your busted goofy ass down. My baby. I'm getting the shield. Below me. Excuse you? It's like in here. Fuck yeah. Now we're on ultra violence here. Let me just add that into the title because I feel like that's the number one. Would UV be clear or should I write ultra violence? There we go. I just added ultra violence to the title. Let me do it for Twitch too. Shit, is that? Streamlabs been blasting the fucking... Hang on a second. I don't think I turned it off, so Streamlabs has just been shouting the sponsored shit in chat for like 3 days probably. Oh god. Go to CloudBot. Let's see. Hang on a sec, chat. This thing's being a little bitch. I'm curious. If I'm curious about a game, I can find one of your playthroughs to help decide if I want it. Hell yeah. That's the goal. There's the goal. There we go. Sponsored. Active. Alright. Turned it off. Wish y'all would have said something. I would have turned that shit off a lot sooner. I didn't know it's been sitting here for days being like, are you a fan of Doom? Click here. Are you a fan of Doom? Surprised you're on a Nightmare. It's fun. I actually started this playthrough on Nightmare. And then Say like almost towards the end of Dark Ages, like post Cthulhu, I was like, man, this shit's just too much, and I went down to ultraviolence, and so I've stayed on ultraviolence since then. I don't even remember what's the difference between ultra and let me I can just see the difference better if I go to like new game. So ultra violence, enemies hit harder and more aggressive. Nightmare is extremely hard and extremely aggressive. Parry window is the same. Pandemonium, same level as Nightmare, but life sigils can be used to restart the current chapter. If you run out, you die. Wouldn't like that. Same as Nightmare, but if you ever die, you wouldn't. Yep, wouldn't like that. I don't know. Ultraviolence feels good, bro. Ultraviolence is. I'm fine with that. Will there be Power World tomorrow? There might be Power World tonight. Oh, damn. I fucked him up something bad, bro. Dude just got his shit worked. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I missed a... We're going up, up, up. Yes, sir. We got a life sigil. Saving that bitch until I'm at the final boss. Alright. We're just going down all the way. Well, so there's gonna be a game. I'll be playing something with a dev and co on Saturday. That's kind of a friend slap game, so I don't know if we're also gonna do friend slap tomorrow. A big fucking... What am I doing here? Am I aiming for the mouth? Oh, I'm going past the mouth. I was like, am I trying to get eaten here? What's the play? What's the plan here? I see your ass. You ain't fucking invisible, idiot. Chat, let's have a quick discussion. I don't know, man. Part of me misses the flail. Power Gauntlet. Power Gauntlet's solid too. Because we're getting it back faster. It's gonna shock, and then we're going to, you know, boom, boom. I haven't tried that. That's new. Encore. I'm gonna try that. It's fucking cool. Power Gauntlet combo gains a fourth hit. This additional swing is only accessible when acquiring a melee charge from a dodged attack. Okay, and then what do you got? You upgrade conditioning. You get the ignite. Armor. Every flail strike also scorches nearby demons. So you're just the I need armor. And then I don't remember this. Some of these look new. Riposte. Successful parrying or dodging a Hell Surge attack when the Dread Mace is charged will grant you an additional attack. Okay, I was always wondering where that came from. I never looked. This cannot be triggered again for a short duration. This bonus swing is available for a limited time. I'll try the punch, but yeah, I mean the big thing is Power Gauntlet. Bruh. This gets us the... I like flail, but I mean, it only gets us fucking armor, and I feel like armor falls off so fast. Dread Mace, on the other hand, replenishes all of your gun ammo, which is fucking huge. Why? What reason is there to come over here? There's got to be a reason to come over here. I'll take your challenge. Gore portals. How do I destroy the portal? Is it just killing everything here? Yes, it is. Cool. No! Alright, I got this. I got this. These are just lock-in sequences. What the fuck? Oh, oh, no! Fuck. What the fuck? We're not clearing this shit. How do we, We got Berserk up. So we would kill that, and then we would... If I didn't waste time fucking around, I would have had gold. What the fuck? What the fuck? Why is this portal bugged, bro? Oh my god. Motherfucker, dude. Restarted. That fucking portal was bugged there for a second, and that completely fucked my run. Fuck, I forgot one. Fuck. What the fuck? I did them all. Chat, why is it not opening? 5 of 6. This is the last one. That's 5 of 6. To drop in from the top. Where? How do you get up top? Fuck, I wish I had known this before I... Like... This time I got it. I made a couple of mistakes I will not make again. I don't know if this is a good idea or a bad idea, but I want to use this berserk and then grab a second berserk. Nope, shit. Nope, that's not letting me, stop. Okay, that's okay. I gotta get down to, no, what the fuck? Get over there. Fuck, out of my way. Let's go! Gold rating. Yeah, you know, I had it all along. It was never really a question there when you're just built different. How long have we been live? 2 hours? I deserve some. I guess I can get a reward. So how much game is left? Like, could I finish all of the the DLC stuff in this stream, or is there going to be another stream to do all the post-game shit, y'all think? One at the moment. That seems really good. Headshots with throw now cause it to split into additional spears. Fuck, that's cool. Maybe like 6 hours, hard to say. Well, damn. That's a beefy amount of post game. I don't know how to do these fuckers. What are you? How many? Let me see something here. Hold on. I was like, I couldn't figure out why that wasn't working. I was doing it wrong. Damn, fuck y'all. How do I open you? It will not let me go to you. Oh, my baby. He's returned to me. Power weapon input with the 93 shotgun. Praetor fights. There's a challenging Praetor fight in each mission. To complete, they get a piece of the Astral Boss Key. These fights contain strong leaders that will reward Praetor Essence when defeated. The Essence can be spent at Hollow Shrines to acquire capstone suit upgrades. Now hang on, with the bosses, it's just you gotta kill a certain amount of bullshit for their shield to come down. Is that how it works? Gotcha. Fucker. No. Gonna be the whole thing. Might be the whole thing. Yeah. Oh, mistakes were made, boys. You know what? Why didn't I pull out my fucking BFC? Gotcha, invisible bitch. No! Damn, bro. I'm fucked up, chat. Getting fucked up. I was in the zone for a second. I don't know. What do y'all think of these upgrades? Because part of me is wondering if the extra rate of fire is going to be more damage than stabilizer keeping me on target. And then I had been using heat blast, but my thing is every time I'm heat blasting, I got to ramp back up. And I feel like I was doing better when I just concentrated, fired, and stayed like picked and was just like, I'm gonna just, you know, blast through this. I want to go back to this and try it. Shit feel good.
Who are they?
Let me check, see if they went to the pool. Is this the DLC? It is. We are now into the post-game portion of the DLC. In-game objectives complete. You've completed the major in-game content in this mission. You can explore or replay Praetor fights or rituals of power and also collect any additional items. Once you've explored enough, find a hollow shrine and fast travel to Purgatory. If everything you need, you can return. I will continue exploring. There is still a shit ton of blood iron for me to get in this level. I don't know where. Maybe over here? Oh, the butthole. The beast. There's a bunch of shit here that I have not gotten, nor figured out how to get. So we got that one. Bingo. I got the henchman tool. Full experience. Did y'all see that stupid asshole? Stood right in front of the flamethrower and it cooked him. Oh my god. Oh man, plays like that are fucking funny. I was like, I wonder if this will hurt. Yup, it will fucking hurt him. That is funny. What do y'all think about the punching? So far, I feel like it's kind of like, it's okay. A loot box, woo. All right, now we're looking better. 83 out of 159. Still though, 159. I see more shit up here we can explore. How though? How do we explore? Maybe we come from the other side? Because we need that fucker. Okay, that launches us over. Look at all these goofy emotes y'all keep sending. So I gotta get past that. Where is... I mean, all signs... Did we come in from above? I don't see any under layers. I thought maybe we come in this way or something. Or from over here. Maybe we blast on in. What is that? What is that? If you hit the tilde key, it pulls up screens, player, auto map. What is all this? Is this debug? I wonder if I just have a debug enabled somehow. That's fucking cool. Anyway, we gotta get in here. Chat, any ideas? This looks too big of a gap. I'm talking about all this food and shit. Might be able to get a banana muffin. Need key. Open red gate key. I'm just gonna search up Beast Relic. Interesting. I found it. All right, so the video I found, he went shit, over to here, and over to here, over there, and look, it slowly turns. Bro, I did not think that was. Yahoo! The final part of the beast. Let's go. I think that's all of them. We are fully leveled up there. Permanently increase. Yep, just fucking stick it right in my veins. Still only 83 out of 159. That's almost half. So there's gotta be a large chunk of red somewhere. We just gotta find it. Bro, why are you saying common recipes? Like they something new. You ever try putting chocolate in that thing that's already good to make it more good? No, man. No one's doing that. Come on, buddy. You're asking silly questions in this chat. The real question you should ask is, you ever put the potato chip in melted milk chocolate and made chocolate covered potato chips? Now, then you're getting into some degeneracy. So we need you to open and you to open. How do I get these doors? All right, we got that. 93. We're still missing a chunk of red. Oh, this little tiny nook up here I've never been to. That's most definitely it. All right, I think it's all the... Where was that thing I fucking saw? Yeah, it's in the upper map. So I gotta fast travel to an upper... Try this one. I think this is upper map. I'm trying to get to like these ones. You're in like a small purple room. Can't even fucking flip the map to see that one. I don't know if there's, that's like the very start of the level. So the only one is going to be this one in a small purple room. We're gonna have to go back. Oh, there's shit, damn it. Want more of that blood iron. And at a minimum, if I can just get to that, if I can get to that part of the map that I was looking at, I could be happy with that. That's what I wanted. I fell the last time I was here, and I didn't get that bitch. This time I made it. And so now I want to go over and clear out all that shit. re-enter again, I think. Eric with the loot box. Thank you, thank you. Let me check on these again. With modulator. No, I'm not using a fucking life sigil here. Shit. Get off of my nuts. I forgot about you. Can't you see I'm trying out new things? You're kind of ruining the vibe, buddy. That's not the right gun. What the fuck is all this? Is there an Arkville? There is an Arkville. You're going nowhere. Yummy. All right. Feeling a bit better about that. Feel like we did a better we're up to 208. Now the question is how do I get up to there? That is up there. That is up there. I want it. Maybe, nope, it's not enough. It's kind of high enough, but not the right angle. I think it's this guy. Nope. Maybe if we're full-blown sprint when we run into it. Nope. Chad, any ideas? How would I get up here to get this this health +1? Is it? I mean, she's up there. She's up high. I don't think I ever go on that ledge. Son of a bitch, how do I get over there? Oh. Yeah, I forgot we had that thing called a map. Boom. Gimme! And then there's also some stuff down below that I haven't explored. Alright. Now we are good. Just don't know where Frigid Outpost is. Let me see, what is this? Yeah, come join. Derek wanted to come too. Jesus. And down here you can toggle between chain spear and shield subscriptions for your gun and melee upgrades. Cool. A lot of extra depth we get going into the post game stuff. All right. Well, for now, I'm going to wrap things up. The kids are down at the pool. I want to go hang out at the pool for a bit with them. I'll probably end up streaming again tonight since I don't work on Fridays. This might just continue. I mean, we could either we can dick around on Power World later, or I can do more of this and we can push through like for the end. But yeah, close out here for now. I will catch y'all later tonight and we'll do the rest of the